My beloved child, pause for a moment. Something important is unfolding right now, and the fact that you are here listening to these words is not an accident. There is a reason this message reached you today, on this exact day, the 13th of March. Out of billions of people, your path crossed with this moment for a purpose that is deeper than you can imagine. Before anything else, listen carefully. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what you are about to hear is not ordinary guidance. It is not random inspiration. It is a warning filled with love, a call filled with urgency, and a message that has been trying to reach your heart again and again. For hours, signs have been moving around you. Quiet signs. Subtle nudges. Strange thoughts that appeared in your mind out of nowhere. A sudden feeling that something is about to change. A pull in your spirit telling you to stop, to listen, to pay attention. Have you felt it? That quiet whisper inside you, asking you to slow down for just a moment? That whisper is not your imagination. Something extraordinary has been unfolding behind the scenes of your life. And tonight, the veil is thinner than usual. Archangel Michael has been trying to reach you. Yes, the same protector who has stood beside humanity for ages, the guardian who shields, guides, and strengthens those who are walking through difficult moments. And right now, there is emotion in the spiritual realm that many people cannot see. Because Archangel Michael is deeply concerned about something happening in your life. Not out of anger. Not out of judgment. But out of care. Out of deep protection. Out of love for the path you are meant to walk. Pause for a second and ask yourself something honestly. Why did you stop on this video? Why did these words appear in front of you at this exact moment? Think about it. Millions of videos exist. Endless content scrolls past people every second. Yet somehow, you paused here. That is not coincidence. It is alignment. Something in your spirit recognized that this message carries something meant specifically for you. So listen carefully now. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is a truth that has been hidden from your awareness, and the moment you understand it, everything will begin to make sense. Recently, your life has been filled with strange shifts. Situations that felt confusing. Moments when things almost worked, but then suddenly changed direction. People who entered your life and then disappeared. Opportunities that seemed close, yet somehow paused at the last second. At times you may have wondered, why does it feel like something is trying to redirect my path? The answer is deeper than you realize. Sometimes protection does not look like success immediately. Sometimes protection looks like delay. Sometimes protection looks like a closed door. And sometimes protection looks like a quiet voice telling you to slow down, before stepping into something that could take you away from the path meant for you. Archangel Michael has been standing close to your journey. Watching. Guiding. Blocking certain energies that were not aligned with your future. But here is the moment that matters most. Recently, something began to shift around you. A choice appeared. A path opened. And while it looked normal on the surface, something about it carried consequences that could lead you far away from the purpose meant for your life. That is why this message is urgent. That is why the spiritual realm has been trying to reach your attention. Because sometimes the smallest decision creates the biggest turning point. And right now, you are standing at one of those turning points. Let me ask you something very important. Have you recently been thinking about doing something that feels slightly uncertain inside your heart? Maybe a decision involving a relationship. Maybe a direction involving your future. Maybe trusting someone whose energy feels a little unclear. Your mind may say everything looks fine. But your spirit has been sending you signals. Little moments of hesitation. Little feelings that something deserves deeper thought. That feeling is guidance. And Archangel Michael has been amplifying that guidance again and again, hoping you would notice it. But life is busy. The world is loud. People are distracted. And sometimes divine signals get lost in the noise of everyday life. That is why this message reached you here. Right now. Because there is still time to listen. And if you stay here until the end, you will understand exactly what shift needs to happen in your life starting today. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what you are about to realize may completely change the way you look at the events happening around you. Let us go deeper. There is something powerful about the date today, the 13th of March. It is not about superstition. It is about alignment. Certain moments carry energy for reflection, awakening, and redirection. And today, the energy surrounding your life is calling you to pause and recognize what truly matters. Think back over the last few weeks. What has been repeating in your life? Which situations keep appearing again and again? Which emotions have been stronger than usual? Sometimes patterns appear not to confuse you, but to wake you up. And right now, a pattern is trying to reveal something important. You have been growing. Even if you do not fully realize it. Your mindset has been shifting. Your awareness has been expanding. The things that once satisfied you no longer feel the same. Your spirit is asking for something deeper. Something meaningful. Something aligned with the person you are becoming. But growth often brings a challenge because when you start moving toward your true purpose, certain distractions begin to appear. Not as punishment, but as tests. Tests of clarity. Tests of focus. Tests that ask one simple question. Will you choose what is comfortable, or what is truly meant for you? This is where Archangel Michael's concern begins. Because a moment of distraction can sometimes delay a powerful future. Not destroy it, but delay it. And the spiritual realm does not want you to lose time on paths that are not meant for your destiny. So listen carefully now. There is something incredible about you that you may not see yet. Your life carries influence. Your journey carries meaning. Your presence in this world is not random. And the choices you make shape more than just your own story. They ripple into the lives of others around you. That is why guidance is reaching you today. Not to control your path, but to illuminate it. The next step in your life requires clarity. It requires awareness. It requires listening to that quiet voice inside you that has been speaking softly for a long time. Let me ask you another question. When was the last time you truly slowed down and listened to your inner guidance? Not the noise of opinions around you. Not the pressure of expectations. But your own inner knowing. That deep feeling that tells you when something is right, and when something deserves caution. That inner knowing has been growing stronger recently. And Archangel Michael has been strengthening it, hoping you would trust it. Because the truth is, you are not alone in your journey. There are forces of protection surrounding you that you may not always see. Moments when you avoided something without knowing why. Moments when plans changed unexpectedly, but later you realized it was actually for the better. Those moments were not random. They were protection in motion. Guidance in action. And now, another moment of guidance has arrived. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because very soon, a realization is about to unfold. A realization about someone, or something, connected to your current life situation. A realization that will help you see clearly what your next step should be. But clarity requires attention. And attention requires patience. So stay here for a moment longer. Because in the next part of this message, something surprising will begin to unfold. A truth about the signs that have been surrounding you. A truth about the opportunity that has been quietly approaching your life. And a truth about why Archangel Michael has been trying so strongly to guide your attention today. The story is not finished yet. In fact, the most important part is still ahead. So breathe. Pause. Listen carefully. And remember this one thing. You did not arrive here by accident. This moment was meant to find you. My beloved child, something deeper is beginning to unfold now. A quiet truth is rising to the surface, and this is the moment where you must listen more carefully than ever before. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what you are about to understand next is the reason Archangel Michael has been trying again and again to reach your attention. For hours, the spiritual realm has been sending signals. Small signals. Gentle nudges. Subtle shifts in energy around you. You may not have noticed them clearly, but your spirit felt them. Have you experienced an unusual moment of reflection today? Maybe you paused longer than usual. Maybe you suddenly started thinking about a decision you were about to make. Maybe you felt a quiet emotion rise inside your heart without knowing why. Those moments were not random. They were signals. And Archangel Michael has been standing close to your path, trying to help you recognize something extremely important before the next chapter of your life begins. Because there is a truth that many people discover too late. Sometimes the greatest turning points in life arrive quietly. Not with loud announcements. Not with dramatic warnings. But with a simple moment, where everything slows down just enough for you to notice the direction you are about to choose. And right now, you are standing inside one of those moments. That is why this message feels urgent. That is why your spirit felt drawn here. Because a powerful realization is about to unfold. But listen carefully. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next thing you hear may help you understand something that has been confusing you for weeks. Recently, you have been surrounded by mixed signals in your life. One part of your path feels promising. Another part feels uncertain. Sometimes things appear clear, and then suddenly a new question appears. This confusion is not meant to stop you. It is meant to wake up your awareness. Archangel Michael has been observing something important about the situation unfolding around you. There is an energy, a person, or a decision, that looks positive on the outside. But inside your spirit, something feels slightly unsettled. Not negative. Just uncertain. And that uncertainty is your inner guidance trying to protect you. Your spirit has been whispering quietly. Look deeper. Pause before rushing. See what is really happening beneath the surface. Many people ignore these inner signals. They move quickly. They choose what looks easy. They follow the path that seems convenient. But you are different. Your journey carries awareness. Your life carries purpose. And the spiritual realm knows that your future holds moments of great meaning. That is why guidance is reaching you now, before you move too quickly into something that deserves deeper reflection. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you recently been trusting someone, while a small part of your heart still wonders if you truly understand their intentions? Or maybe you have been considering a decision that seems exciting, but your spirit quietly asks you to think one more time. These feelings are not random. They are signals. And Archangel Michael has been strengthening those signals so that you can see clearly. Because there is something important about to happen in your life. Something unexpected. Something that will reveal who truly supports your journey, and who may only appear supportive on the surface. But listen carefully. This revelation is not meant to create fear. It is meant to create clarity. And clarity is one of the greatest gifts the universe can give a person. Because when you see clearly, you move confidently. When you understand clearly, you choose wisely. And when you choose wisely, your path opens in ways you never imagined. That is why this message is arriving now. Not to rush you, but to awaken your awareness before the next chapter begins. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part of this message reveals something that very few people understand about spiritual protection. Archangel Michael does not only protect you from obvious challenges. Sometimes protection appears in subtle ways. A conversation that changes direction unexpectedly. A delay that stops something from happening too quickly. A sudden realization that shifts your perspective about a person or situation. These moments are quiet acts of protection. And if you look closely at the events of the last few days, you will begin to notice something fascinating. Several moments have already been guiding you. Moments that seemed small at first, but carried deeper meaning. Perhaps a conversation revealed something surprising. Perhaps a thought appeared in your mind that changed the way you looked at a situation. Perhaps someone said something that made you pause and reflect. Those moments were clues. Clues helping you see what your next step should truly be. Because your life is not meant to move randomly. Your life is meant to move with awareness. And right now, awareness is rising inside you. Something within your spirit is waking up. You are beginning to see things differently. You are beginning to question what once felt automatic. You are beginning to sense when something truly aligns with your heart, and when something simply looks good on the surface. This awareness is powerful. And Archangel Michael has been helping you strengthen it. Because your next chapter requires a higher level of clarity. Let me tell you something important. A moment is approaching in your life very soon, where you will see the truth about a situation clearly. And when that moment arrives, everything will suddenly make sense. The confusion. The strange delays. The inner signals. You will realize that guidance was protecting you the entire time. While a small part of your heart still wonders if you truly understand their intentions. Or maybe you have been considering a decision that seems exciting, but your spirit quietly asks you to think one more time. These feelings are not random. They are signals. And Archangel Michael has been strengthening those signals so that you can see clearly. Because there is something important about to happen in your life. Something unexpected. Something that will reveal who truly supports your journey, and who may only appear supportive on the surface. But listen carefully. This revelation is not meant to create fear. It is meant to create clarity. And clarity is one of the greatest gifts the universe can give a person. Because when you see clearly, you move confidently. When you understand clearly, you choose wisely. And when you choose wisely, your path opens in ways you never imagined. That is why this message is arriving now. Not to rush you, but to awaken your awareness before the next chapter begins. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part of this message reveals something that very few people understand about spiritual protection. Archangel Michael does not only protect you from obvious challenges. Sometimes protection appears in subtle ways. A conversation that changes direction unexpectedly. A delay that stops something from happening too quickly. A sudden realization that shifts your perspective about a person or situation. These moments are quiet acts of protection. And if you look closely at the events of the last few days, you will begin to notice something fascinating. Several moments have already been guiding you. Moments that seemed small at first, but carried deeper meaning. Perhaps a conversation revealed something surprising. Perhaps a thought appeared in your mind that changed the way you looked at a situation. Perhaps someone said something that made you pause and reflect. Those moments were clues. Clues helping you see what your next step should truly be. Because your life is not meant to move randomly. Your life is meant to move with awareness. And right now, awareness is rising inside you. Something within your spirit is waking up. You are beginning to see things differently. You are beginning to question what once felt automatic. You are beginning to sense when something truly aligns with your heart, and when something simply looks good on the surface. This awareness is powerful. And Archangel Michael has been helping you strengthen it. Because your next chapter requires a higher level of clarity. Let me tell you something important. A moment is approaching in your life very soon, where you will see the truth about a situation clearly. And when that moment arrives, everything will suddenly make sense. The confusion, the strange delays, the inner signals. You will realize that guidance was protecting you the entire time. But to reach that moment of clarity, you must stay aware right now. Do not rush. Do not ignore the quiet voice inside you. Do not move forward simply because others expect you to. Your path is unique. Your journey is sacred. And every step you take should reflect the truth you feel inside your heart. So pause again. Take a breath. And ask yourself something powerful. What is my spirit trying to tell me right now? When you ask that question honestly, the answer will begin to reveal itself. Because the truth is already within you. Archangel Michael is simply helping you notice it. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because in the next part of this message, something truly surprising will be revealed. A realization about the direction your life is about to take. A realization about a powerful shift that is already moving toward you. And a realization about why today, the 13th of March, carries deeper meaning for your journey than you may have ever imagined. The story is still unfolding. And the most powerful moment is still ahead. Something that helps them realize they were never meant to remain where they were. That spark might be reaching you right now. And that is why this moment matters. Because the difference between people who experience change and those who remain stuck often comes down to one simple choice. Whether they stay long enough to hear the message, or whether they skip past the moment that could have changed everything. So once again, listen carefully. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what you are hearing right now is more than just a story. It is a reminder. A reminder that your life still holds possibilities that have not yet appeared. Opportunities that have not yet revealed themselves. Moments that could shift everything in ways you cannot fully imagine yet. And sometimes those moments begin exactly like this. Quiet. Unexpected. A message appearing at the exact second someone is ready to hear it. Think about that. What if this message arrived at the exact moment you needed encouragement? What if this moment appeared because your next chapter is closer than you realize? What if the real deposit being spoken about is not money, but the arrival of purpose, opportunity, and direction? That possibility alone should make you pause. Because if that is true, then this moment is not ordinary at all. This moment could be the beginning of awareness. And awareness is where every transformation starts. So before this part ends, remember this one powerful truth. You are not here by accident. You are here because something inside you chose to listen. And that choice matters more than you know. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part of this message reveals the final and most surprising realization about why this message appeared in your life today, and why the idea of a blessing being returned is actually a powerful reminder about recognizing the opportunities that belong to you. And once you hear that final realization, you may never look at this moment the same way again. Something powerful is about to be revealed, and this part may be the moment where everything finally connects. If you have stayed this far, it means your attention is still here, and that matters. Because most people would have left already. Most people would have scrolled. But you are still here. And that is exactly why this next message is meant for you. So pause for a second. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now imagine a scene that many people never stop to think about. Imagine a door that has been quietly preparing to open in someone's life. Not suddenly. Not loudly. But slowly, over time. Events begin aligning. Ideas begin forming. And the person standing near that door does not even realize how close they are to something extraordinary. Until one moment arrives. A moment of awareness. A moment where they suddenly understand that their life was never meant to stay the same. That moment is powerful. And that is exactly what this message is pointing toward. Because the title spoke about something dramatic, a miracle check, a deposit, a moment that could be returned if ignored. But the deeper meaning is something far more important. It is about recognition. Recognition of opportunity. Recognition of purpose. Recognition that your path may be leading somewhere far greater than you imagined. And here is the surprising truth. Many people stand right in front of their biggest opportunity and never notice it. Not because it was hidden, but because they were distracted. They were rushing. They were scrolling. They skipped the moment that was meant for them. That is why this message keeps repeating something very simple. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because awareness is the key to everything. Once someone becomes aware that their life can shift, their thinking changes. Once their thinking changes, their actions change. Once their actions change, their entire future begins to move in a new direction. And suddenly what once felt impossible becomes achievable. What once felt distant begins to come closer. That is how transformation really begins. Quietly. With a single moment of realization. Think about your own life for a second. Have you ever felt like something meaningful was trying to get your attention? A feeling that something bigger was possible? A thought that kept returning to your mind again and again? Those thoughts are not meaningless. Sometimes they are the beginning of something greater. Because every major change in someone's life begins with the same simple moment. The moment they finally believe that their story is not finished yet. And your story is not finished. In fact, this moment could be the beginning of something new. But here is the question that makes this message even more powerful. What if the deposit mentioned earlier represents something that has already been prepared for your future? Not a number. Not a bank transfer. But an opportunity that belongs to your path. An opportunity that will only reveal itself when you are ready to recognize it. That idea might sound surprising. But think about it. How many times have you looked back at your life and realized that certain events happened at the perfect time? Moments that seemed ordinary at first, but later became turning points. Those moments shape our future. And sometimes they begin with a message that reminds us to stay aware. To stay hopeful. To stay open to what is coming next. That is why this message exists. Not to create fear. Not to create pressure. But to awaken awareness. To remind you that something meaningful may be approaching your life. And if that moment arrives, you will recognize it. Because you were paying attention. So listen one more time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the final realization of this message is about something even more powerful than opportunity. It is about timing. Perfect timing. Moments when preparation meets awareness. Moments when someone finally sees the door that was always there. And the next part of this message reveals why this exact moment, right now, may be closer to that turning point than you ever expected.